to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tigers offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air. It's Horn. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And he's wrestled to the ground. 2nd down coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Horn. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jacobs. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. On first down from their own 22. Used the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Coming after it. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They try to pop a run on the draw. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Looking for a block, it's Brown. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He's got an open man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
First and goal, South Carolina.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Buys a little time. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that.
Right in front of you, over the middle of the field. You can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Horn. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Now, a 4th down.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Handoff from the gun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He'll try to pop the draw. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold up.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. And off to Jones. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And now on second down for this offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Horn. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The Tigers get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Give to the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dylan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And off to Jones. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead. Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Slips a tackle. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Quickly complete. Stopped after making the catch. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Got his man downfield. It's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Just a few seconds remaining here. Field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. To the line, and down he goes. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field, and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Third down play from the gun. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They go to the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick tempo here for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
8-yard line. First and goal, South Carolina.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The give. And they're able to get him down.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Horn. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on third down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the returner is stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on third. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Here comes the offense on first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Horn. Gets open down the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And off to Jones. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Missouri! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. On the ground. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Missouri, 15.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Connection to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To throw, it's Sellers. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Gamecocks are flying down the field.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
And his throw is incomplete. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He wants to throw it again. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Holds and fires complete to the right.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. And off to Jones. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. The sure hands, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Gamecocks will move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Tosses it incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Number 92 on to kick it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Brown. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last play.
The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires left. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, South Carolina.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. He caught it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Knocked off his feet. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri, 18, South Carolina.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The give as they work on that clock. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And off to Jones. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
Number 92 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Harbor. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.